The doctor covered the man's nose, and when he tried to open his mouth to breathe, they quickly attached a mouthpiece. Another person pulled out a rubber tube and shoved it directly into his mouth. He struggled desperately but was tied down tight. The person pushed the tube hard, forcing it down his throat, then gave it another shove until it reached his stomach. Then they flipped a switch nearby, and eels started flowing through the tube into his mouth. He was terrified, but all he could do was watch helplessly as they entered his body. After several mouthfuls, his stomach had become a paradise for eels. They waited in complete silence for a full 8 hours, letting the eels mix thoroughly with his stomach acid. Finally, a few drops of yellow liquid were collected in a container. When the man woke up again, he found himself lying on a hospital bed in a rehabilitation center. His left leg was in a cast, and everything that had just happened felt like a nightmare. But his stomach really didn't feel right, and while he was still confused, the director told him he had collapsed on the street the day before, and the center's staff had saved his life. Apart from the leg injury, everything else was fine. The director reminded him that drinking plenty of water would speed up his leg's recovery. With that, the director turned and left. The man grabbed a glass of water and downed it in one gulp, only to discover a live insect at the bottom of the glass. He casually poked at it with his finger, not realizing he had fallen into a trap. Afterward, the man wandered around the rehabilitation center. It was the strangest place he had ever seen. Some elderly people were doing water aerobics in pools, others were living in massive steam boilers, and even more bizarre, there were people swimming in tanks for over 10 hours straight without oxygen masks, moving as nimbly as fish. The man asked a nurse about it. The nurse told him it was oxygen-rich miracle water, so they didn't need to breathe. The man didn't believe it and walked away, but over the next few days, his condition got worse and worse. After chatting for a while, he started getting nosebleeds, felt dizzy and lightheaded, and gradually lost consciousness before finally passing out on the spot. When he came to, the director told him these were serious internal injuries from the car accident, and to fully recover, he could try the center's special treatment. This made the man suspicious. He took his medication on time and followed all the instructions to the letter, but his health continued to deteriorate. He felt something was off and wanted to get to the bottom of it. He pretended to go along with the treatment plan, but what he didn't expect was that this time, it nearly cost him his life.